Hi everyone, Leanne here from Think, Feel, Look Good. So, what do you say to yourself when you get something wrong or you forget something? What words do you use to call yourself? Do you say, oh my god, I'm so stupid, I'm such an idiot, can't believe I forgot that, or I made a mistake, or I did that wrong? One of the things that I've learned over the past few years is the importance of self-talk and what we say to ourselves. Now, we have a ridiculous amount of thoughts, 60,000, 100,000 is what I've seen quoted about per day, and they are constantly just fleeting through our mind. But what happens is we start to condition that by what we say, so we can control it to an extent. But when we are saying things like that, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, then that's negative self-talk and has an impact, and you start to begin to say that more, and therefore you start to feel that more about yourself, so it has that negative impact on your physiological functions over the years. One of the things that I've actually had up on my wall was this quote when it said, "It's only a failure if you don't learn something." And I saw a video the other day, and the guy was talking about how we kind of reprimand children when they're wrong. We say, oh, you shouldn't be wrong, or maybe you shouldn't make mistakes. And actually it made me think about growing up, and that it did, the impact of how you felt when you got something wrong. Now, not all cases, I mean, good teachers around you, and obviously and other people, other adults around at the time would maybe encourage and say, that's all right, we can do better. But it's important that we make sure that we do that, and that children and even adults, everybody learns that actually it's alright to make a mistake. Do you know, it's alright to forget something. It might be frustrating, but it's about how you deal with that. So when you're talking about a failure of something, it's about getting back up and doing it again. And this comes to when you're exercising, say you were trying to lose weight, or that you were trying to study for something and you're like, I just can't get it. Well, try another way. The other thing about, just getting something wrong and just saying, well, that's all right, okay, I didn't get it this time, I got it wrong. Yes, it's annoying, maybe frustrating, but actually I'll learn a lesson from that, and I'll make sure that I take that on board. The other thing is it's just not beating yourself up. It's the words that you use when you're forgetting something. Is it a big deal that you forgot to bring your phone with you? Is it you forgot to pick something up? I mean, this is why we use lists. I mean, our minds can only take in so much information at any one time, and that's 7 plus or minus 2 in chunks of information, and this is a fact. And that's why when it comes to us forgetting things, you go, oh, I'm such an idiot. Now you can, boost your memory and do lots of exercises to do that, but you always will forget something. You always will get something wrong, but it's then about saying, actually, well, this is all right. I'll just make sure I take a different direction. I'll try something new, or I'll just try it again. And that's how people learn, and that's how people actually become more empowered and more strength. It's like when, going out running, and I try and do my run. I never used to be a runner, and I wasn't someone when I was younger that loved exercise. I didn't like it at all. I felt very self-conscious. Don't get me wrong, I did try at PE, but I just felt self-conscious. I didn't come from a family that pushed for exercise, despite my dad being playing football and things. It just wasn't kind of in my nature. And then when I was older and in my 20s and I started doing exercise, I had to really push myself. I did struggle, and I did complain a lot, but I didn't want to go through my life being unfit and feeling unhealthy. I knew the benefits of exercise, and when I was, started running for the first time, I wasn't getting it. and it was difficult, but I tried it and I tried it again, and I learned lessons from what I liked or what I didn't like, what my boundaries were, and that was all about just learning lessons. And even if I didn't do the times that I'm not doing, so like at the moment I might not be doing my personal best times, but I'm still getting up and going and doing my exercises. And also I'm trying to be kinder to myself in the words that I use when I forget something, and I feel like I'm a lot easier on myself and going, do you know what, it's alright, it's not the end of the world that you forgot something or you didn't do this. And that's why lists are important, but then lists can stress you out as well, because then you go, oh, I've got 100 things to do, but at least it helps you if you feel like you might forget something. So hopefully this video makes sense. Really just, it was about, you know, if you've done something wrong, that's okay. If you've made a mistake, if you've failed at something, no problem. Just go up and try it again. Because sometimes actually when it comes to making a mistake, you might make something even better out of that than you hadn't originally thought. So it's about putting in the effort though, and actually learning from that mistake, and rather than just going into yourself and crying up and getting into a ball and crying and just go, I can't do it. You have to persevere and fight through that fear, because what that is, it's fear inside. It's then going, oh, I'm not good enough. And when you start to go down that route, then that becomes more and more difficult, and that gets you into that negative thought pattern about yourself. So hope you all have a good weekend. I will speak to you in the next video.